Hey y'all, and welcome to my plus size grandma with Miss Coco Bowden. Yes, I'm feeling great today. Feeling real good today. Knocking out a few more of these appointments and stuff. But I'm just thinking for a minute in between here. I'm just thinking in between here. How so many people are just being pulled, dragged through the mud for no reason at all, whether it's family doing it or whatever. And I'm feeling like it's time for me to step up to a lot of things that I am seeing going on. It's time for me to just come out of another shell. I just feel like I've grown a lot more than that, than to just sit in comfort. I don't mind stepping up outside of my comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? And having said that is, this season I ain't playing with nobody. And I haven't never played with nobody. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. If I can't do it, I always make sure that, I put somebody in the place that can do it. Now I got to get my head back right for my work, the work that I love to do, the work that, brings me my little cash flow. So I got to get back on all that stuff. I'm just sitting thinking after seeing, these doctors and stuff. It gets you thinking there's life out here. There's life out here to be got. And there's a life for you to live. And that's what I plan on doing. Living my life. And I don't care who don't like it. If they don't like it, so what? I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm just trying to be me. I remember once upon a time. And this was once upon a time. That I would try to have perfect pictures and stuff. And, try to get the right smile. Try to wear the right outfit. But you know what? I could care less about all that stuff now. I can care less about all that stuff now. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm kind of a little hyped up for something. I'm going to tell you why I can care less about all that stuff now. Is because of the simple fact. It doesn't matter how great you are. How much you try to impress people. If they don't like you, they just don't like you. And you wasting your time. So I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to upstage anybody. I'm not trying to be around nobody that don't want to be around me. Point blank. I mean, for me, it feels like a new year. It feels like something new is in me now, since I went through what I went through with my breakdown last week and, throughout the months. Something feels different inside of me, and it just feels like I'm at the age now, and I'm at the stage now that I don't want to deal with people who are nothing but drama, with people who don't want to grow, who don't want to do anything, don't want to go anywhere. And that's including men too, because some of these men ain't nothing but a whole bunch of drama kings. Might as well be queens though. They keep a whole lot of mess going, and they try to make you feel small so that you won't go out and live your life. But look, forget that. Coco finna live her life. When I had that brush with what I went through last week and the week before and all this stuff, that lets me know right there. I don't care how smart your words are on Facebook. You got to live the life that you want. And I'm going to live the life that I want. And I'm going to be with the man that I want. Whenever he find me. Because I ain't looking for him. But I'm just saying, it's a lot of things back here that hold people back because we worry about what other people say. That's what I'm getting at. When you focus on what other people say, there's no way you can be great. There's no way you can be your best if you're worrying about what people are going to say about you. Sometimes you just got to drop what you think that they are saying and get out here and live your life. Life is too short to be sitting up under people who are afraid to live outside of the box. I don't like secrets. I've always said that from day one. I don't like secrets at all. So I don't feel like I need to be with anyone where I got to be a secret, especially if we're just friends. That's some bull right there. I don't need all that. And I'm learning that it's some folks that I just got to cut out in the church too, because they don't have a life, so they don't want nobody else to have a life. In other words, what they want to do is keep everybody in bondage, because chances are they're in bondage. No, that's not it for me either. So I think this whole process that I've been going through this whole time, and I had, it's crazy because I had made a Facebook post yesterday that said, your troubles will expose your blessings, will, show you your blessings. And I think everything that I have been through has summed up to one big thing, which is basically learn to speak up for yourself. Learn to speak up for yourself, and the opinions of folks are not relevant. It's not relevant to my season, so I shouldn't be worried about what people think about me. When I went out Saturday to sing, oh yes, y'all, I went to sing Saturday. It was such a blessing being with my sisters. But when I went to sing, I got up there for the first time in my life, and I didn't care what nobody thought about me. When I walked in that church, I walked in with confidence. It didn't matter what anybody had to say, because I knew what I survived. So at this point, I'm like, if I survived that, and the majority of the time it was just me and Jesus, then just imagine the other things that I could survive becoming independent of other people's opinions. You know what I'm saying? Because people will tell you, you need to do this, you need to do that, but what the heck are they doing? They're not doing anything. So I say, sometimes you gotta stop looking for support and just get out here and start doing things. And that's how I'm feeling revved up this morning. I sure am. I'm feeling great this morning. I'm feeling like this is my season to implement the change, the great change that God has put inside of me. Because I learned a lot in 6 months. I learned a whole lot. And I learned that if you listen to other folks, and these some scary folks to do anything, they scared to go to the store and get a soda, then you're gonna be scary too. So I think the key to life is faith and love. But you have to love yourself too. You can't be running around here loving on everybody else and not loving on you. And when you take in so many people's opinions of how you need to be or what you need to do, it becomes confusing. And I don't have time for confusion. And to be honest, the time I have right now is the time that I have to get my business back straight. My business has fell off a lot. Probably lost 50% of business. It's fell off a lot. My shows I can't put out unless it's my plus size grandma. Cause this show here, it's reality. I just be myself. Come on and let it roll. But a lot of my other businesses require my time and attention. So I'm just gonna stop wasting time with the time wasters. The time wasters are sometimes even family and friends. To be honest, who do we spend most of our time with? And if we're not getting anything out of that time, if they're not bringing good vibes, if they're not bringing, just genuine personality, we're wasting time. And you have to learn that you're independent, because at the end of the day, if you die, life goes on. If you die because of what you're going through on the inside, remember that life will still go on without you, and there are replacements waiting for you. Oh, goodness. Yes, replacements waiting for you. So that's why I'm like, it is what it is now. I've just got to go get me. I don't even know why that one came on, but anyway, I had a couple of pastors that I was dealing with, and I think these pastors are afraid to tell it like it is to the people, to really preach Jesus. And so therefore they preach what they're going through and what they see around them, and not what the Holy Spirit is showing them. And it kind of leaves a person in bondage too. But I'm saying even when it comes down to the church, if your spirit ain't right, I can't deal with you. I can't deal with you, because I done felt what it's like to be out of place, to be out of your role. When you're trying to do so many things and you're not in your role, the next thing you know, you end up sick. And I own up to it. That's how I ended up sick. I was trying to do so many things for so many people, and I wasn't in the role that God had gave me. God gave me a good role, but I neglected it to do everything for everybody else. And in the process, what ended up happening, I got sick. I got sick. I got frustrated. I got discouraged. I started feeling hopeless. At one point, I just wanted to give up, get in that bed, and and not get back out. Because that's how bad it felt. That's how bad it felt. I wanted to just stop everything. But something wouldn't let me stop, though, because every time I lay there, next thing you know, I started hearing encouraging scriptures and stuff. And then I feel my little help coming on. Did I get up? But I'm just trying to say this morning that everybody ain't in your corner. And even when it comes down to the ones we love, if they can't support us, it might just be time to, just see it for what it is. Instead of trying to say, well, we family. We are family, but you also got to understand, I got my own life to live. I'm not in a bad place, in such a bad place that I don't have a life. I'm thankful this morning. I have a home. I do have a little raggedy car. It gets here and there. And I do have food. I do have my health and strength on today. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for all those things. And I'm just going to stop taking in these things that the world keep teaching and throwing out there. And I'm just going to follow Christ. That's where the life is at. That's where the life is at, because you're going to be independent of people's opinions. You'll know how to discern between what's good and what's bad. You'll know how to discern between what they're saying is good. I mean, if it's worth your time, is it of value to you? Is it of value to someone you know? I'm not going to sit back and be caught up with people basically throwing a pity roll on me. And I'm not in the pity roll. I've never felt sorry for anything that I've been through this year or last year. I don't do the pity thing because it just puts too much weight on. It's too much work to have a pity party. I mean, you got to find people that'll listen. Listen what comes with a pity party. You got to find people that will listen. You got to find people who will be just as broke up as you is, just as jacked up as you is. And in other words, you got to find somebody on the same level that you're on, because neither one of you are going to get off the ground. And I'm sorry, but I'm not a chicken. I'm an eagle. I got a soul. So I can't do the pity party thing. And why people try to keep pushing that on me, I don't know. Maybe it's how I talk on Facebook. It's just how I talk. But if you meet me in person, I'm the same as you getting on here. I promise you. You're going to get the same person, but I'm not a pity person. Only reason why I'm sharing my stories and what I go through is because I know I'm going to come out with the victory. That part. I know I'm going to come out with the victory no matter what. Whether I'm in a good circumstance or a bad circumstance, I've never seen God fail me. He has done nothing but take care of me. He has done nothing but give me the wisdom and knowledge that I need to make it in this world. And when I see people trying to push that pity down on me, and when, oh God, and not to mention in relationships, when I see a lot of guys trying to really just, how can I say it? They're trying to use what I'm going through as a way to get with me, oh, time is up for that. No. See, that won't work in this season. See, I would be ignorant if I was to let that work in this season, because that happened before.